A very good day to everyone watching. My name is Joshua Raul from Group 19 of the LPE class. Today, I'll be giving a short presentation or an analysis summary on the data I've collected from the sustainable transportation choices among pre-university students by presenting their insights into their current preferences and the potential impact on campus sustainability. So you might be wondering, right? What are the modes of transportation used by these university students, right? So from the data we have collected and analyzed, it has shown that 25% of students tend to walk. Surprising, right? And another 20% opted for bicycles. It's quite sustainable that students tend to use bicycles, right? And another 30%, which is quite the large sum here, relied on public transportation like buses and maybe taxis. And another 15% drove their personal vehicles. So this tends to be a bit more risky towards the environment as it burns fossil fuels. And the last 10% tend to carpool with their friends, which is actually a very good idea considering in a dorm, maybe one friend could bring a car, right? Okay, so you'll be wondering, right, why now do they use these modes of transportation? Okay, so the big sum, or 35% of the folks, prioritizes the cost. So basically, they are looking for the most budget-friendly way to get from point A to point B. So it's cheap and efficient. Anyways, at the end of the day, we are still students, right? So we don't really have a fixed amount income. We tend to rely on our parents. And another key 25% say that convenience is key for them. So they want the most easiest and hassle-free way to get to their destination, right? So they want their journeys to be as smooth and free as possible. They don't want a lot of problems, maybe like traffic jams or like waiting for a bus. So they would just want to like get in the car and probably reach their destination. And for another 20% of individuals, environmental concerns drive their choices. So these students tend to prioritize the environment over their comfort and also over time. So they tend to opt for greener options and mode of transportation to reduce their carbon footprint. So this might include like buses or public transportation, trains, because it saves the environment and it transports a ton loads of people at once. And the last 15% say that time efficiency matters to them. So they want to be as fast as they can. They don't want to waste a lot of time on the road or traveling there. So they prioritize getting to their destination quickly and efficiently. Alright, finally, let's now talk about how often people use this chosen mode of transportation. So is it every day, once a week, or probably just a few days a month, right? So the large sum, which is here 40% of students, tend to use their preferred mode of transportation every day. So that is 40% using their preferred mode every day, showing its importance in their daily routine. So it's engraved into their daily routine. And however, another 30% use it 2 to 3 times a week, finding a balance between convenience and other factors like cost and time efficiency. So they tend to like a balanced mode of transportation. And the last 20%, or the second last 20%, use it occasionally, perhaps opting for alternative modes of transportation depending on the day or the mood they're feeling in, maybe. So if they have a lot of free time or their class starts late, they may probably opt for public transportation as it saves the environment and it's usually quite cost friendly, right? And the last 10% use their chosen mode of transportation rarely, possibly only for special occasions or emergencies. This may include people like who have cars. So they probably, if they are late to classes, then they would use their cars, which is not really every day unless they are a late student. So it's probably just occasionally, right? So understanding this percentage gives us insight into how people navigate their world and also helps us to improve and shape the transportation system to meet their needs and also to create a greener campus and a greener world in an end. Well, that's all from me. Thank you.